Hello teacups, what's brewing? Hi. We're in a new location, as you can see. I'm in the hallway at my dad's house. It's at the top floor, the third floor. We have like a living space and then bedrooms coming off them. We have one on each floor. So I'm just trying to find a new setup to record in. Trying to find an area that just will be out of the way. When I'm at home in Saudi Arabia, I have it set up on my dining table. I have a backdrop and I don't care that it's there. So it doesn't bother anyone because it's mine and no one else lives with me. Here, I can't really take over an area of the house. There's nowhere really very good in my bedroom to do it. So I'm just trying to find somewhere out of the way. You are incredibly, precariously attached to a variety of things to get a somewhat decent filming space. You are on a horrible, you know those gooseneck, what are they called? Tripods. So it's a bit like when a flower is too heavy at the head and it just kind of droops in the vase. So you probably, if I move at all, you're going to be shaking around a lot. Video quality, this is the lighting I have, so video quality is this. I was having a really weird problem. Do any of you remember when ALR was having that thing with her new phone or new camera where everything was like super whited out? I'm having this weird thing where I record, and when I'm recording everything looks fine. When it's doing the preview, when you mouse over and it just does the movement but doesn't show the sound, it's fine. And when I click in, the contrast is super high. I think it's because I'm in a low light situation here. So I guess that's why, but I've got nowhere else I do have my ring light with me, my little ring light, but there is literally nowhere I can put it here. So I've just gone and done a search on Google, and apparently there was a video enhancement option in the camera that was enabled. So I don't know if maybe it's just overcompensating with the contrast and the brightness because of the low light on the playback. I've disabled it now, so I'm going to check it after I finish recording this. If you never see this video, you'll know because it was fucked. Welcome back. But basically, I'm doing what I can, but this is going to be it. I'm going to try out this location for filming now. I haven't downloaded yet. If my battery holds out, I will try and do a react to Chantal's latest. I know she uploaded something. She was making a sandwich, some kind of vlog grocery haul thing. I've obviously been away from her for a while. I have been trying to catch up the last few days. She's been doing a lot of live streams, you guys. But I've been trying to catch up. Basically, this video was just an update with me. I know I haven't been around. That was partially deliberate, and now I'm just like, oh, now I need to figure something out. Because I was meant to be here for about 3 weeks. I was meant to go back to Saudi on the 7th, and some things occurred. I did update on my community tab. I have been updating on and off on Twitter. But for anyone who didn't know, was wondering why I disappeared, I'd visited home. I was like, maybe I'll react, maybe I won't. Family's more important, whatever. And I just didn't end up doing it. I tried to react over in my workspace because I was working from the UK for a couple of weeks before we broke up because our Christmas holidays are not Christmas holidays, they're winter breaks. So we worked through Christmas and New Year. But I can't film in the work location. I'm working in an office within an office space that's actually in use, and I can hear things through the wall and they can hear me because I'm quite loud, and it's just, I wasn't comfortable in the space really, so I'm trying to get somewhere set up at home. I am still in the UK. Basically, I want to say just before Christmas, perhaps? Yeah, it must have been just before Christmas. Probably about a week after I got home, Saudi closed its borders because of the new strains of COVID that are, I know I usually say the Rona, I'll get demonetized now, but the new strains of the Rona, which are currently working their way around the world. One of them started in the UK, another started in South Africa. There's recently been a new variant in Brazil. It's just the way it goes. But yeah, we're kind of person non grata in the world at the moment here in the UK. So Saudi shut its borders for 2 weeks. They shut it for a week, they extended it to 2, and then they reopened it, and now there are certain conditions on re-entry. Because I am a non-native resident of Saudi and I'm from the UK, they're saying if I want to go back, I have to quarantine for 2 weeks in a country that does not have the variant, and then I have to test before I leave, quarantine in the country, test before I come in, and then I'd have to isolate for 2 weeks in Saudi, testing every 5 days. I could deal with all the testing. I'm sure there'd be information on how to do it, but it's not a viable option for me to spend 2 weeks in some third country. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to host a ton of people that may or may not have strains of the Rona that they're not familiar with. I'm sure they'd be thrilled. Way to spread it about. But as long as it doesn't get into Saudi, they don't care. But even if I could afford it, there's always the possibility that the rules change, because things change quickly with this kind of thing, with new variants and new rules coming in. I mean, just a couple of days ago, they closed all the travel corridors in the UK. We're on complete lockdown here, and will be for about 6 weeks. So things are very strict here at the moment, which I wasn't used to, because Saudi had their cases under control. They've got about 150, 170 new cases countrywide at the moment. They had 5 deaths yesterday, I think. So the UK is in a much more precarious situation with that. We are getting the vaccine out, but it is what it is, and you have to do what you have to do. And because there was a chance I could get stranded somewhere in the world if the rules changed and I was in this third country, there's a chance I couldn't get to any country. There's a chance I couldn't work if internet went out somewhere, or if I had to change hotels, because you can't just indefinitely pay to stay somewhere. There were so many ifs. The school were just like, okay, nah. No, okay, stay where you are. So we are going to be here until Saudi removes the travel requirements for us. Now, right now, they're saying the 31st of March, which is definitely not what anyone signed up for when I came home expecting to be here for 3 weeks. So we just have to deal with it. They're also saying come the 31st, while they're lifting restrictions for all Saudi people, if there are still concerns about the Rona, they may keep restrictions on for us. So right now I'm just here and have to remain. But I'm with my family. I have the ability to work from here. So it's workable, if not ideal. But that left me with the issue of this channel, because I hadn't intended to do anything with it, really. I did try a couple of reacts, but I was like, it's not really working out for me. I'll leave it till I get back. I didn't watch a lot of her over Christmas. I was busy. I was doing other things. I had other priorities in life. But I'm trying to get myself back into a routine now. And obviously, I started this channel because we were in lockdown in Saudi, and it gave me something to do, something to, focus my energies on. That and Animal Crossing. So I'm trying to get a routine up for myself here as well. So I work goddamn early in the morning now, because I have to deal with the time zones. So I get up at about 5, but I'm finished with my job by about lunch. And what I really want to do is get myself in the routine where I'm going to work, I'm finishing, having lunch, doing my daily exercise, because I was going to join a gym here and now they're all closed. But fortunately, I like to walk, and it's a solitary activity. The ways I go, it's very easy to either avoid people altogether or to practice social distancing. I don't exercise with anybody. So I can do that, that's fine. And then if I come back, when I get home, I can sit down and I can maybe do some reacting if she's uploaded that day. I just hit my computer by accident. So that's the plan right now. Whether I maintain it or not, I'm not sure. But that's what I want to try and do, because I think that's a good balance of things I find interesting. So I do find reacting interesting. I do enjoy doing this to an extent, although, we get frustrated. We're like, what are you doing? I enjoy doing this. I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. Monetization be damned, whether people believe it or not, because I know everyone who hates reactions comes around. We've had a huge volley of it recently because Chantal's been going nuts in her lives and isn't very happy. And I thought she looked like she was making some positive changes. And I won't get into it now because if I end up doing the reaction, I'm sure I'll get into it there. But yeah, some things have been kicking off. If you're in the community, you know. But I've kind of missed doing this, to be completely honest. And it was a good routine builder for me before. I do want to continue. I was thinking about it. I was like, do I just want to end the channel? Is it that big a deal? But I don't think I'm ready to do that yet. One day maybe, but I don't think I'm ready to right now. So for now, I just ask you, pray, beg your forgiveness for any issues I end up having with the camera, if I have shakiness, if I have noise. Like I said, it's not my house. I'm a guest. Although it's my family home, I am essentially a guest here right now. Other people live here. They've got other priorities, and I've got limited impact I can have on the environment to help any of these things. So it's been a while, and at the risk of pulling a Chantal, I've missed you guys. It's, you know, for all the community has its ups and downs, it's fun to be part of. And I want to be back in it. So I'm going to try and catch up. I'm going to try and download her latest. Like I said, I'm not sure this setup is going to work, but I'll give it a go. I'll do a test react, as it were, to see if it works out. And we're going to see if we can get back to it. So thank you so much for listening. I will hopefully be back with you soon. We might tweak things if we can, but we'll give it a go. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.